So are we live? It's not telling me we're live. There we go. Now we are, I believe. Yep. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Freshman League here in Gavra Racing. And I will explain all in a minute while there are a couple of fresh faces in here. But yeah, welcome everyone back to the Freshman League. Here around, once again around Paul Ricard, where we'll be here for pretty much the entire week. And people just starting to flood their way into the stream now. But as you all know, Mr. Evan Dalton unfortunately isn't joining me anymore. But Toussaint, obviously he commentates on a lot of stuff, so I didn't want to make him commentating anymore. So I've got a young recruit who you may have heard before. It is Mr. Xexify. How are you doing, pal?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. Hello, Tiger. Good evening, everyone. So we're here at France, which the Academy League have raced yesterday, which was a pretty crazy race, Tiger, wasn't it? Because it was really in treacherous conditions.
Yeah, the conditions were changing quite a bit yesterday in the Academy League. If you haven't checked it out, you can watch it back on Twitch, or it'll be out live on YouTube tomorrow, I believe. Cash Tango, have I got a new microphone? No, this is a different microphone because my other one, the one that I was supposed to be using, broke. So currently having to use a different one for now until I can get a new one. But just to quickly run through some of the stuff that's changed. So I'll check if there's any penalties, because I cannot remember for the life of me whether there are any. But to point things out, so I'll start with the replacements. So Leo Cat today is replacing Phantom Razgriz. Thiago Santos is replacing Alex Gunnar-Mack in the Mercedes. And there's one final one, which is Volodor Harris is replacing Combat in the Red Bull. Now, AB Techers is permanently joining the Red Bull team now until the end of the season. So he is a new entrant here into the Freshman League. And RC8 retiring from the session, so he's not to be able to prove on his time. So I'm just going to quickly run through. Let me just quickly check here, Xexify, to see if there's any penalties. No penalties. I will tell you that if you guys remember from last week in Zandvoort, there was quite a large turn 4 incident that happened on lap 1. That was reviewed by the stewards, and it was deemed to be about 3 racing incidents mixed all into one to make quite a large incident. Pretty much all of the drivers were to blame, but we couldn't give them all a penalty. It was a strange one, but yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So it wasn't as bad as it actually may have looked. Tech is having a couple of internet issues there, but it's fine. Oh yeah, so Leo Cat here, he won the race yesterday in the Academy League. And he's looking like he's going to stick it on pole here for the Ferrari team, and his teammate, who is a regular here in the Freshman League, Mr. RC8, is all the way down in 6th place.
Yeah, so as you can see, Leo Cat with an absolute bang of a time is actually 8/10 up, but now he's trying to go to the now in the middle sector in the long straight now. But what a good lap from him. Let's see if he can improve that time and try and go to the 1:28. So he's going to go down to this corner. He's going to try and use as much track. And he brakes really late. So he's going to use the curb, a bit of a curb on the left-hand side. Now he's going to go and pin down the straights.
Yeah, he's purple through the first 2 sectors. Leo Cat is flying at the moment here. As, yeah, purple in the first few sectors. It could be Leo Cat to take this one here. Obviously, the rules state that anybody from the league below can actually is able to actually replace. So anybody from freshman or academy can replace a Premier Series driver. Anybody below the Super League can replace, but anybody from above are not allowed to be a replacement driver for the league below. But Leo Cat, as he is in the academy, is actually allowed to do so. And here he comes to the line. And it is going to be in the 28. It's going to be a 28-2. That's a blistering time from Leo Cat. Tonios putting that at 29.6 in second. Can his teammate Gregster do anything here in the closing stages this week? No, he has invalidated. Can Volador Harris do anything? Another academy driver is coming through the middle sector now, through the S. That splits the two straights up. As Thiago Santos in the Mercedes trying to get himself in a lap. Deadly Jason is currently on a lap in the Haas. As he's trying to find his way through the quite tricky and very unpopular in Sector 5 final sector around Paul Ricard. It definitely isn't a popular one with drivers.
I hate this circuit so much. The highway is really difficult, but the thing you want to really look out for, everyone, is RC8 is 6th place and he's on the medium tyres. So that means he's going to be definitely in contention for the win. So like he'll probably be a very big contestant for this win, because the mediums do go a bit long around here, and all the drivers on the softs, unless if it rains at the start of the race, which is very prone to have. But as you see, everyone's is crossing the line. As Tonios has actually went second fastest, so Sabo the Mister, the leader in the Chinese Grand Prix, 2 races back, is in P3, so good qualifying from him. But now, as Leo Cat, I think has run out of fuel on the line, but yeah, really good qualifying, only for like 5 minutes, but yeah, let's see what the race goes.
Yeah, Deadly Jason managed to get himself up into 5th place in the end. Tonio's only the person able to get close enough to Leo Cat, so it is going to be Leo Cat on pole position here for this one by quite a long way actually, but anything can happen in the race, but it just shows that some of these top academy drivers are definitely a lot higher up than you may think in terms of their speed, definitely able to get into the Premier or even Super League. Hello everyone in the chat. RCA De Etcher, by the way, I think that is, in the chat. Techers, Piero, welcome. As Leo Cat on pole position. Then it's Tony Olsen second, Sabo in third, Tunturion fourth. Tunturion's in really good form at the moment. Deadly Jason in fifth, Gregster in sixth, RC8 seventh, Techers in eighth, Gin and Juice in ninth, followed to Harris in 10th, Thiago Santos in 11th, Kebab in 12th, Triple O in 13th, Dazza in 14th, Infamella in 15th, Robert Cogfather in 16th, and Uni J at the back in 17th place. Now, as he said, RC8 started on the medium tyres. I believe, is it what would you say the strategy is around here? Actually, I can't remember what the strategy is around here. Is it soft or hard?
It's either soft or hard, which is very risky for the end, because you could get a puncture at the end. But if you go medium to hard, it's gonna be a very good treat. Or if you want to play really aggressively, you can go medium soft, or the soft runners from the start can do soft to medium, or soft medium soft. So it's gonna be a pretty difficult pit stop. But let's see. On my screen, it's really sunny, so don't expect any rain unless.
It's interesting because yesterday we had half dry, half wet quali. Then we had 4 wets to start the race. Then it went to the intermediates. Then for the final, it stayed on the intermediates, but the final lap was completely dry. So everyone was running around on intermediates on the dry conditions. It was almost like Turkey from last season's actual F1. As Pierre, and Leo Cat, what a lap from him. I mean, he's really showing these freshman drivers how to do it. But we're going to get underway now here in the Freshman League. And let's see what's going to bring us this week, because trust me, this Freshman League is one very unpredictable league. So let's find out what is going to happen and see who is going to get themselves into into those positions. To some good positions. Obviously, Leo Cat starting in pole, but keep an eye on that man RC8. We know how quick he can be. May see some dark horses in there as well. Maybe Tekkas might pull some out the bag here. He's only just behind RC8. We know that Tunchuri, Kebab has been on some good form. I know Unique J starting from the back, but he has been very pacey as well. But let's get ready to go, Sexify, and let's see what's going to happen. And it looks like as quite a big mix-up in strategy as Tekkas has left the session. Let me just see if I can quickly invite him back. But quite a mix-up in strategy.
That this new commentator, which is me, is better than Natty apparently, so try and go on a soft at the end, which really fastly wear out, but like about 6 up to 7 medium runners in this race. So as Unique J hits the barriers coming out of the back straight, so
yeah,
he lost it.
That's interesting. He's lost the car on the formation lap there, but there it is. So it is. Looks like it's going to be medium to hard for most of those medium runners. For those guys on the softs, it is suggesting a soft, medium. So let's see what these guys are able to do. And let's see if anyone can bring the battle to Leo Cat, who are currently leading the formation lap by an absolute storm as well. But let's see what's going to happen here. See how the replacements fare. Piero, Tekkas is... Piero, you know who Tekkas is, come on. Well, yes, he's new in this league, yes. I thought you meant he's new in just Gavra overall. I was going to say, you know who Tekkas is. But, yeah, Tekkas is joined as the freshman permanently now. So, racing in the Red Bull alongside Would Be Combat, but he's not here today. But let's see what's going to happen. There's everyone lining up on the grid except fine, and probably once again the lights won't go out whenever they need to, because you know this is Codemasters.
So yeah,
Bug Masters.
Let's see what is going to happen. Let's see if there's a chance that rain might come, like last race in the academy. Don't know.
It looks very bright
wait
though.
About 15 seconds as AB Tekkas has joined just before the lights.
I think it might. I hope he has got back in just in time, but I'm not sure. Why is it Mako? No, it looks like he has just got back. No, he hasn't just got back in because he's gone into the back of a Renault.
As the AI is reversing on the back of the grid, but now his lights out and away we go. Leo Cat looks like he's got a pretty decent start. Tonio's comes up behind him. Now it's a 3 wide going into turn 1 behind. Let's see who's going to try and get ahead of someone. And there's going to be wheel-to-wheel action at the back.
I think we might have to have a restart because of that AI car. Alright, bear with me 2 seconds.
As everyone's just crashing into the walls.
I've told everyone to for a lobby restart. It was it's the problem with this game is when the host is spectating, the AI car will launch off the line when the host is ready, not when the actual rest of the grid is ready. So it causes what happened there. Yeah, no. The AI moves,
just ran into the back of the Renault.
Yeah, it's the problem with this game.
Yeah, I'm pretty shaky right now after that, but let's see. Is it going to be a better start from everyone? Because everyone's now going to get a better chance.
Well, everyone's going to have fresh tyres now, so in fairness, that's kind of helped them a little bit.
That's helped them, yeah, because they can go on the mediums or the hards.
Well, they can do. I have to see what they're able to do. Does anybody know? Does anybody know in the chat who's in the race what the weather was supposed to be? Or I might be able to ask in the in the... Okay, apparently it's supposed to be clear all the way through, I think.
Start. Bugmasters, you can complain, you can shout all your emails at them.
But they will never listen.
On the case. Yeah.
Yeah, you can complain at them all you like, but they will never listen.
Yep.
Bear me. Sorry about that, guys. Wish PlayStation would cooperate as well, because I need to just invite everyone to the lobby. Bear me. Sorry about that. You're not nice. Why has that? Daniel Long. What's your PSN? I don't know whether that's a serious comment or whether that's just a joke. I'm not sure.
Might be new here.
Is there a controller league? No, there isn't. We all race in the same league, whether it's controller or wheel. However, you will probably get judged if you use a wheel by quite a lot. A wheel if you use a controller by a lot of the wheel users. No, we accept anyone. Wheel controller users, anyone.
But I might need an invite.
Yeah, I will invite you back. It's all good. If we just get everyone back in, we can just hop in the race straight away. I need to change the settings though, because I've got it set as a short qualifying. Oh, hang on. Does anyone have the... Sexfire, could you do me a favour?
Yeah?
Could you save... Are you able to save the video clip, possibly?
Right now? Alright.
Yeah, if you could you do that, and then could you read out to me the order in which drivers were? Welcome, Robert. Daniel Locke. Actually, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna actually have to disagree with you on that one, because on this new F1 game, controller users can brake later, and they also the game is more sort of centered around controller users rather than wheel users this season. So I'm actually gonna have to disagree with you on that one there, mate. Bear with me, sorry. I've got a few people that I need to... let me invite a couple of these people first. Yeah. Alright, okay, I'm just inviting these last few people in. Bear with me, sorry. I wouldn't necessarily say no, because Daniel Locke, we had first place in the Super League was a wheel user, and second and third place were both controller users. I believe fourth place was a wheel user. I believe the person at the top of the Premier Series at the moment, Absolute 11, I believe he is a controller user. So yeah, exactly. Pierre, Daniel Lott, the first three winners in the Super League last season were all controller users. Yeah, bear with me. V-Roby, you can race tonight for EYO and a Williams, but you will have to start from the back of the grid.
Yeah, sure.
If that's alright with you. I mean, you can join, but you'd have to start from the back of the grid there. Right, bear with me. Fair enough, Daniel. Look, well, just make sure you tune in for the event. What did RC8 say? It doesn't exist that every time it gas to restart, choose the medium tire because the soft tires would have been more warm quality. This restarts damages my race. Wait, I'm confused.
Oh, the damages.
Every time we have to, is it every time we have to restart? So I choose the medium tires. Well, just choose the. Well, just choose the medium tires, and you start inside the top 10. So you'll just have to use the mediums again. Hang on, bear with me. I'm just gonna. Have I got one more person in? Is Volador Harris trying? No, who? No, it's because we're both in car. We're not in cars. That's why. Just click spectate for Ms. Xify, will you please? Just so I don't accidentally put you in a. It's fine. Yeah. Hang on. Okay, and then just go. See if you can hop back onto that video. I'm just gonna. Sorry about this, everyone. Blame Codemasters.
We're probably been on this lap.
Alright, hold on. Is everyone in? Yeah, everyone's in. Right, okay. Hold on. Just doing a custom grid now, right? So, right. I know that Leo Cat was first.
Tonio 60s P2.
Yep.
Sabo the Mr. P3.
I love how you're saying this in your Welsh accent. It's lovely. Sabo the Mr. in P3. Yeah.
Tunturi Parana.
Tunturi Parana in 4th. Yeah, then.
Deadly Jason P5.
Deadly Jason, the Jamaican sensation. In P5. Yeah, then.
P6, Gregster 048.
Gregster 0448, yeah.
P7, RC8.
Yeah.
P8, AB Techers.
Loving it. I'm loving the Welsh accent with this. Right, okay, next.
Gin and Juice 97.
Oh, the way you say numbers is amazing. Right, okay. Gin in 9th, is that, yes?
Yes, Gin and Juice is P9.
10th?
Volador Harris 44.
Yeah. Loving this. Right, next.
Thiago Santos P11.
Oh, say P11 again.
P11.
Oh my, that's brilliant. Right, okay. P12?
Kebab Burgers, I think.
Kebab Barrages, I don't know. 13th?
P13 is Triple O.
Triple O, yeah. P14?
P14 is Daza.
Daza, beautiful. P15?
In P15 is Infamela _92.
Infamela, yep. Oh, that's brilliant. Right, next then. P16?
Robert Cogfather.
Yeah, Robert Cogfather, little beast, and then it's going to be Unique J and then Roby.
My Welsh accent is satisfying. I actually have this is the first person I think ever which someone has actually complimented.
It is, it's brilliant. The Welsh accent's amazing. Okay, so we've got Leo. Right, can I just run down the order? Have you still got the order up?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah. If you got it up, yeah? Just want to double check, just so I haven't got anybody in the wrong place, because it's happened before, trust me. Then we have to do another lobby restart, and then it's all over the shop.
Alright, so Leo, Tonio 60 P2.
Yeah, so Leo Cat, I'll go down the list and you tell me if it's correct. Leo Cat first.
Yes.
Tonios.
Yes.
Sabo.
Yes.
Tunturi.
Yes.
Deadly Jason.
Yes.
Gregster.
Yes.
RCA.
Yep.
Techers.
Yep.
Gin and Juice.
Yep.
Volador Harris.
Yes.
Thiago Santos.
Yes.
Kebab Barrages.
Yes.
Triple O.
Yes.
Daza.
Yes.
Infamela.
Yes.
Robert Codfather.
Yes.
Unique J.
Yes. Alright.
B. Roby.
Yes.
Boom!
the work. Let's go. Alright, let's go. We finally done it.
Yeah, hold on. Just making sure that that's all correct. I'm going to hit spectate, and then everyone... They're holding their triggers or pressing their pedals. They're getting ready to go. For the first time, I tried to make a different strategy in the freshman. This event confirmed that it's impossible. Only if people have bad internet, RCA it is impossible. Piero, the race didn't start, so how can you know? Just do your race. Yeah, just as Piero said, anything can happen. And you never know, RCA. You might go say so many laps on your mediums, and then you might get a safety car, and then you might just whip onto the hards or something. You know,
I think it was Chris. I think last week.
Yeah, Chris last week he pit under the virtual safety car, and he won the Super League by quite a way. But here we go, it's Xify. We should be ready to go. There won't be any rain because I asked what the weather was going to be for the race, and they said it was clear. So yeah.
It's gonna be
should get ready to go. Sorry everyone in the chat. Hope you enjoyed watching me trying to set up a custom grid because it's so long. It takes so long.
Imagine if that happens again. I'll be so mad.
I'm not restarting if it happens again.
I'm not. Yeah.
I restart once and once only. Why is this not loading now? Is it just not loading for you?
Oh, it's session starts. Yeah, they're picking their strategies.
Oh, that's
and their setups. They can do their setups.
Yeah, it was just terrifying me the fact that no one was ready.
The whole grid's gonna be on mediums.
No, they won't. The top 10 have to qualify on the tyres that they qualified on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then I'll be
Then if they don't, then it's a disqualification.
Disqualification.
Yep, they get given a disqualification if they don't start the tyres they qualified on. And I will be checking because I remember, I believe it was 2 people on the medium.
No, one.
RCA. It was only RCA.
RCA was,
he was the only person inside the top 10 on the softs. Yeah, everybody else gets free choice of tyre anyway outside the top 10, so it doesn't matter what they pick.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, that's all good, right? Formation lap. Please, no one lag out, for God's sake, and then we can get this show on the road.
Leo Cat, let's see if we can bring that momentum. Can he get 2 consecutive wins in Gavra racing?
Well, the thing is, now these guys are going to have fresh, soft tyres, so it's going to be a basis of will they try and push for a soft hard and go a little bit risky, or will they go for a soft medium? We just do not know, but we will find out what they're going to be able to do. Obviously, anybody on the mediums probably is going to go for a medium to hard, most likely, or they might go for medium to soft. Well, it's telling me a medium to hard according to the game. Apparently, the 2 stop is a low medium. So, you know, it's gonna have to see what's gonna happen.
So Leo Cat is thinking he's in his own world right now, just getting some the gaps, so trying to warm up his tyres. Obviously, you wanna manage your tyres off the start because the tyre wear here is absolutely ridiculous, or like really bad. So yeah, we're gonna see who can prevail. So obviously, really interesting from Kebab, if I said that correctly. Tig, please correct me, but
no, that was good.
Oh, thank you. My Welsh accent has been correct now. Kebab. So he's on the soft. So he's gonna try and go for a pretty aggressive strategy. So That's going to be interesting. So let's see what he can do in his McLaren.
Piero, I hope so too. I really hope it is clean. It should be. You know, we promote clean racing here. It's just people in the freshmen. I'll tell you exactly what it is, Piero. It's some people in the freshmen. I think getting a little bit too aggressive off of the start line, thinking that it's a one-lap sprint race. And as one famous racing man said, you can never win a race on lap. I screwed that up. You can never win a race on lap 1. Now, fingers crossed, when these lights go out, no one has moved. That is great. Now we can get ourselves underway here in the Freshman League, here around Paul Ricard, and its lights on, away we go, and off to a good start there for Leo Cat. Let's see if everyone can go nice and cleanly into 1 and 2. As Leo Cat having defending. Here goes Tonios around the outside. Tonios has got the jump on Leo Cat. Tunturi going up to 3rd already, getting around Sabo. There's a bit of contact at the back, but everyone seems to have got off mainly clean at the moment, as Gregster and Deadly Jason now going wheel to wheel. Gregster cutting the corner quite a bit there, as Gin and Juice has fallen down at the back, and that's a spin. And a little bit of damage there to Gin and Juice. And V Roby at the back as well. Getting a little bit involved. Did you see what happened to Gin and Juice there?
No, I didn't see. I was focusing on Tonus. He's actually built up a bit of a gap to Leo Cat, which is actually flying qualifying. The Renault is actually going for a good start to the race and good opener, as Leo Cat's built up already nearly a DRS gap, so he's using some overtake to try and close down that gap, so you might be looking to get him instantly and trying to get ahead of him.
Tonios could throw a spanner in the works here for Leo Cat, because if Tonios can hold this position, slow Leo Cat down, it just allows the likes of Tunturi, Sabo, Gregster behind, Deadly Jason, those guys to sort of catch up here, but them two up front gained a gap at the moment. This could be a 2-horse race between these two guys, as quite a lot of people now hopping in for the freshman welcome. We just started the race here in the freshman league. We did have a little bit of a lobby problem, but we are back. Only one person come off with damage here, and I believe that is Gin and Juice, who is going to be coming into the pits for his wing change. As
Cabarrus has wing damage, sorry to interrupt you, but Cabarrus has wing damage as well. I see on his right.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, front right end plate damage for Kebab Barrages, and he's picked up a 3-second time penalty. He's going to be really struggling in those opening few corners. A lot of the corners around here requiring a good front wing to get the car turned in, and they're going to be really struggling there in this here.
Has built a really healthy gap already, so great stuff from him. As Sabo is using overtake, he wants to get past him, so he's going to have a look down the inside, but he's not going to have enough close as he goes down the inside, as Tunturi opens him the door, but Tunturi was a bit far away.
I mean, it's going to be interesting, because as Gav said, it would be interesting to see how Leo Cat performs in a 50% race, but Tonios here pulling out a 1.2 second gap over him. So Tonio's flying here at the moment. Obviously had a race ban last week, so couldn't perform out in Zandvoort, but back again this week, and back again strongly as AB Tekker's right up behind Gregster and Deadly Jason. Gregster picking up front left end plate damage here, as these two drivers having a little bit of a battle. I don't know where Gregster's got that end plate damage from, but he's going to go in. He's going to go round the outside with the wing damage here from Gregster to the inside of Deadly Jason, and does indeed get the move done, as Kebab Barrage is getting the move on Thiago Santos up into 10th position. But here comes Deadly Jason looking for a move back on Gregster, and won't go for the move there. But it has been pretty clean so far from these guys, as Kebab and Thiago Santos, as Sabo and Tunturi, as you're saying, get the move done. Sabo down the inside and does get the move done on Tunturi, and Sabo right up behind Leo Cat. And we saw a pace from Sabo. I don't know if you saw the races X5 in China. You were there in China, sorry, weren't you?
I was. I saw him. You see now what Sabo has the DRS. Now he's going to try and probably get past. He's not using any overtakes, so he might not go for the move. But now Tonos has built an absolute staggering gap. So I think Leo Cat is already struggling with these tyres, as a lock up on the front right for Sabo. But I'm talking about the Chinese Grand Prix. It was actually so action packed. It was like For example,
Ooh,
Deadly Jason on the Inters from
yeah.
like about 10th to 4th.
That was crazy. It's that once again, Deadly Jason and Gregster battling it out here for 5th position as Dazza ran a little bit wide towards the back. And he might actually be looking for a move. I believe that it could be on Unique J. Unique J trying to move his way up the field. It goes Kebab Barrages and Infamela. Is Infamela going to try and hold it on the outside? Squeezed a little bit, but there was also a Thiago Santos on the inside. And I don't really know much there was such like Kebab could do in that situation there to sort of get away, but Kebab's coming to the pits for that wing change. As Sabo the Mister overtake on Leocat, and he gets the move done. And what's happened to Leocat? It just doesn't seem to be running as smoothly. Maybe Sexfire. The only thing I can think of is maybe he hasn't put a setup on. Maybe he hasn't put a setup on for when the lobby restart. If you remember, we had that lobby restart. Possibly might have not put a setup on.
There's a bit of a scrap here behind with RC8, the first star on the mediums. So let's see what he can do now. Deadly Jason.
Here comes here comes Tunturi on the back of Leocat. He's going to be looking for the move. Don't know what's happened to Leocat here. Here comes Tunturi to the inside. And he's still forced to the inside. Leocat going to hold it on the inside line as best he can and keeps the position. But I don't know what's happened to Leocat here. RCA obviously on the mediums. He's all the way down in 7th place. So we could see a completely new set of people on the podium here. But still a long ways to go. 4 laps out of 27 here in Paul Ricard here in France. But Tunturi right up behind Leocat here, the Academy winner from yesterday. But Gregster, Deadly Jason and RCA, followed Harris and Techers, all kind of caught up in this big train here. Then there's a big gap back to Infamela, followed then by Thiago Santos and Dazza. V Roby close behind him. Unique J trying to get involved as well as trying to move up to the front of the grid here. Xfire. We've got a great battle here between Leocat and Tunturi. Oh, Leocat's left the session.
He's lagged out, so that means Tunturi's...
Let's see if I can...
And RC8, the winner here at China, I think in Bahrain as well, if I well remember. But now this is going to be a bit of a battle here. Let's see if the only medium runner in the top 10 can try and overtake.
V Roby getting the move done as he just came in as a late replacement there for EYO in the Williams. And up into 11th place. Remember, the replacement drivers don't get the full points as they will only get replacement points. Here comes RC8, Gregster, and RC8 going wheel to wheel here as Gregster trying to go down the inside. RC8 was trying to get the move. RC8 forced off a little bit here, but now he's being attacked by Deadly Jason. And now Volodahara is going to get involved as well. We've got a huge battle here in the mid-package X5 between these guys. And Deadly Jason possibly might look for the move and isn't going to get it done. But we've got a brilliant sort of pack of cars here. There's RC8. That was a late lunge, and what a move.
Good move from RCA, but as I saw, he tried to go for the double overtake down in the back straight before you go to the right-hander. But really good racing from RCA. Leocat is going to be going down the pecking order as he's right now behind him. He's going to have overtaken DRS Hope. It's going to be the most simple overtake ever. It's like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, a couple of people should just be able to get past him. Obviously, it is an AI car, so... shouldn't be too much of a worry around this track because of the straights.
As Deadly Jason is trying to look for a move maybe on Valor Harris, but Valor has real DRS as he makes some contact. Oh, and as Leocat spins, so I think I owe some contacts as Valor Harris.
Yeah, I think that was just the AI car though, so it shouldn't be too much issue. Unless Valor Harris getting damage, no damage, so.
Well, let's see now. Deadly Jason has DRS, but he's probably not going to go for it. He's only 10% DRS, so he's not going to go for it. But as RC8 from mediums, he might be winning the race here because he's on the mediums and the hards. So this could be a very, very good points finish for RC8. But now, as AB Techers is using DRS, he's going to try and go round the outside. He's going to look for a move. Oh, as his
Ooh.
rear steps out a bit, but
Yeah.
now there's a big scrap here between 7th place, as Danny Jason has got a bit of non-threatening damage, bit of
Yeah.
time loss, so he's now down picking all. Oh, as AB Techers' rear is very unstable, so maybe his tyres are
Possibly.
starting to go
Oh,
off.
he's
I see.
locked up massively there, and he's coming to the pits. He's coming to the pits. So, possibly a 2-stop for Techers. I'm not sure. It could possibly be the 2-stop, but AB Techers into the pits along with Leo Cat and Deadly Jason. B Robbie was disqualified. What was he disqualified for?
I think he was disqualified for I think more warnings or like dangerously on the track. So I don't know what happened there.
Hang on, I'm just having a look here because it'll tell you on the thing here. Sorry, bear with me there, guys. Just let me know. Oh, we had 9 penalties and 28 warnings, which led to a disqualification. That's why he has been disqualified. Just not great. Picking up a lot of time penalties there.
Not good.
Oh, I think Leo Cat. I think that might be Leo Cat in the chat. Oh, Leo Cat in the chat saying he forgot his setup. Leo Cat, what you need to do is though next time, mate, instead of just leaving, can you please make sure you retire your car in the pit lane? Because otherwise, as you could see there, it got in the way of a lot of drivers, the AI car. Because it is not as the AI car is not as quick as the actual main drivers. So, because here comes Kebab trying to get past the AI car because they're really quick down the straights, but then they don't let you buy into the corners. So just make sure, mate, for next time if you can do that. But carry on what you were saying there. Sorry, as 3 people do come into the pits: Tonios, Sabo, and Tunsuri. But what were you going to say there? Sorry.
As Valador Harris is right behind Gressa, the top 3 do pit as RC8 takes the lead because he's on the medium. But Valador Harris gets a pretty poor exit as Sabo's serving his penalty, I think. Oh, he has got a bit held up by the racing point, so that could be very, very costly for him.
I mean,
so
Sabo's come just out ahead. Oh, he's come out ahead of Tunsuri, which he was before. But these 2 guys, podium sitters at the moment. But Tunsuri, unfortunately, has been split up here from Sabo. 2 drivers between them, both Unique J and Robert Cogfather, both in between Tunsuri and Sabo. Tunsuri's managed to get past Robert Cogfather. He's just got to deal with Unique J. As here comes Valador Harris, I think you were just about to say, on Gregster, and does indeed get the move done.
He goes a bit deep there, but he still makes the move stick. So, Valador Harris, can he Tonios goes down the inside of
Leo Car, I have sent you an invite, by the way, so you would have been able to join. I did send you an invite just before, so I don't know why that hasn't popped up. Sabo getting past his teammate. I think that was team orders there. X5 because
yeah, it might be team orders as now.
I think so. It looked like Sabo. It looked like Infamela let Sabo back through quite easily there. But Tunsuri now not too far behind Sabo, as these 2 probably want to be sticking quite close to each other. These guys
lagging really badly, so bit not good buzz. Oh, as Infamel goes.
Oh, here comes Valador Harris and Gregson. Now, Gregson had that wing damage, and he has opted to change it. So he's opted to change the wing damage, is going to come out quite far down the grid, which may allow a couple of other people to move their way up. But if I'm looking at this here, Infamela sticking with... I didn't see Tunsuri actually got past Infamela. I didn't see that there. But Tunsuri sticking with Sabo. Remember these 2 actually both sort of in podium position areas. But remember, RC8 looks like he's going for a medium to hard. But can these guys take a soft to medium? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, soft to medium would be really, really risky because you'll probably get a puncture. Puncture territory would be like a 85% to 70. So I would not really say that soft to mediums is going to be a good pit stop strategy, as highway is very, very bad here.
I think it would probably most likely be a soft to hard in terms of in terms of the strategy if they were to make a one-stop work on the soft tyres, but RC8 leading the way with Tonios in second, but Tonios has made a pit stop. RC8 still on those mediums that he was on from the beginning, and Daza also on the set of mediums as well, and he pulled out quite a surprising strategy where he was actually going for a soft to medium until he pit for the softs under the safety car at the end, but his initial strategy was a soft to medium. But look at this man here, Mr. Robert Cogfather, who's currently in the points, and he got his highest points finished last week out in Zandvoort, but let's see if he's able to get just as lucky here, as he's gone very, very deep into turn one, burning away his ERS, which is interesting. But here comes AB Techers. He's going to possibly look to the outside of Deadly Jason, and was trying to look for the move there, but just couldn't get it done.
I was about to say that Gregster, he's going to try and go round the outside, go into the fast chicane. Now he's going to go into the deep corner, and as he sends Gavra off the track, so he went pretty wide there. But now as they're going to battle now through the back straight, this is a great scrap as now. He's going to Gavra, he's going to have DRS. He's going to go down the inside of Gregster, as now I'm going to let Tiger speak.
I was going to say, AB Techers managing to made an overtake on Deadly Jason up back into the points positions, and would be a good way to start Techers' career off.
This is a great scrap, as now it's going to go down the inside of the right-hander. This is going to be really close. This is a great scrap, Tiger, as now going to the really, really, very, very tight right-hander. Has nearly made contact. So this is a very great scrap. So this is very, very interesting. This is what we like to see here. But that was a really good scrap, Tiger, wasn't it?
Oh yes, Greg's still trying to fight back though, as trying to go down the inside of Gavra just as best he can, but just couldn't manage to squeeze his car into the gap. But a couple of those medium runners, XFI, like Sabo and Tunturi, gaining on Daza, who's on those 10-lap old mediums. But here comes Gregson now, he's fighting back against Kebab, and it does indeed get the move done back into 13th place. So these two having a little battle back here, but them two picking up some damage a little bit earlier on in the race.
Alright, so I'm gonna give everyone a penalty update. So currently Daza, Sabo, Triple O.
Oh, here goes Sabo, sorry, to the inside, and Sabo looking for the move on Daza, and does indeed get the move done. So Sabo back up into podium position, but carry on.
Only 4 drivers have a 3-second time penalties. Gavra just has 20 seconds worth of penalties as he's going to look down the inside.
Oh, it's Daza!
I think he's put it in. He's bent in the wall.
No, he is. He's put it in the wall. And it's gonna have to be a full safety car. Did he just lose the car? Has he lost the car? Oh, he has. Oh, that is a prominent position to lose the car. Round the fast right-hander, and he's straight into the wall.
As RC just passed the pit, so that's really unfortunate for RC8.
That is really unfortunate for RC8, because everyone else, since he caught up to the safety car, everyone else is able to just catch up to the safety car and won't be running on a delta. So everyone's going to be allowed after their pit stop, which currently the pit stops are manic right now because everyone is coming into the pits. As Kebab needs to be careful, speeding into the pit lane again. He almost went into the back of Deadly Jason there.
He's got 25 seconds worth of penalties. He's got to watch out, or you get disqualified.
Well, he'll serve 5 seconds in the pit lane.
Yeah, he'll serve 5 seconds, and then I think everything will be fine for now. But you probably need 20 seconds. But as I was talking about the penalty update, Sabo only has 3 seconds time penalty. Does Triple O, Gin and Juice as well have 3 seconds?
Well, this is... Sorry, Karen.
Thiago Santos, AB Techers, and I think that's all, have 6 seconds, and then Gregster and J have 9 seconds. So it's really, really hard to not get a penalty, but...
This is unfortunate for RC8 because he's had to line up behind the safety car, and Sabo and Tunturi, these four haven't actually pit. So the next person to join them is Tunturi, and indeed, no, sorry, Tonios, and Tonios has joined them. So Tonios, remember, has made the pit stop. So Tonios has caught up to them, but these guys are going to get forced quite far down the grid because of the way this has worked, in the fact that RCA is going to probably most likely come into the pits now, and he does. He peels off from the safety car and comes into the pits.
Sabo goes
I believe Sabo might possibly come in for a fresh set of mediums. I don't think he wants to risk taking them to the end. Tunturi, though, has indeed not pit, so he will lead this race. And Pierre, I saw your message before. I'm also really surprised by Tunturi's pace recently. He really has shown a lot of pace. He was a sort of a midfield pack driver last season in the freshman, and really has upped his game here this season. But Robert Cogfather has stayed out on the mediums, interestingly. Don't understand that. But what this has allowed, though, Zexify, is the likes of Gin and Juice and Kebab, who made those, if you remember, they made those earlier pit stops for that wing damage. They've managed to get themselves back in the pits again and get themselves onto a set of hard tyres, and then they'll be able to join the back of the pack and actually be able to battle their way through. So the race is not all over for them yet. That's what I said. That's why I always keep on saying, make sure you stay in the races, fight to the end, because you never know what will happen. Sometimes a driver, like we saw there, Dazza, making an individual mistake and causing a safety car, and that's all it takes really to change the course of a race. And Dazza in the chat expressing his emotions, and RCA having the worst of luck today. Went for the alternate strategy, then we had a lobby restart, and then was waiting for a good opportunity to maybe get a safety car, come back out in first place. But unfortunately, the way things turned out, since the incident was like halfway around the track, it allowed RCA to just get past the pit lane entry before the safety car came out. So he managed to join the back of the safety car, and unfortunately it's put him down in 8th place. So he's got a bit of work to do now. But it's actually the safety car. Yeah, it is safety car in this lap. Dazza, I knew you were going for something like that, mate. I knew it.
So now, as they're going to start now preparing for the restart of the French Grand Prix, as a very unfortunate crash for Dazza in the racing point. But let's see who can maybe take the lead. See what Tunturi does. Is he going to go really early or late?
I think Tunturi might be able to pull some out the back here, but he's going to have one very quick Tonios behind him as these two pulling away. Everyone else in behind. So here we go, starting off again. As Pierre, I agree, Robert Cogfather third, stop the count, because he is in a great position at the moment, but I don't think he's actually made a pit stop. Interestingly, no, he hasn't. Didn't actually use that safety car. I don't know why, but odd of him. But he's got Volodaharis and Gregster right up behind him as well, as everyone trying to find their way past Robert. He's actually holding it up there because everyone's kind of caught up behind him, as they're not able to get past him. As coming down the main straight now as Gregster. Will he look for a double overtake here? No, Volodaharis is going to look for a move on Robert Cogfather as we go down into the chicane, as Volodaharis is going to go to the inside. Gregster going to follow him through. That's a really nice move there from Gregster. Here goes Infamella around the outside. And Robert Cogfather. Robert Cogfather, one corner, just lost 4 positions, the poor man. As here comes RCA and Unique J as well, who have decided for some reason to go wheel to wheel through the fast right-hander, as Unique J started from pretty much the back of the grid, trying to find his way into this one here, trying to find his way round Mr. Robert Cogfather. And I thought it was a crazy move. I think Gregster followed him through. Oh, and Robert Cogfather's broken so early, it's caused a chain reaction. I think RCA luckily doesn't have any damage, but Unique J does. And yeah, that's unfortunately what happens when a driver on the old mediums, a backpack driver, is all the way near the front. And unfortunately, yeah,
There's a crash.
Sabo's hit.
Sabo missed
Yeah,
that.
Sabo's gone into the back of the driver who had wing damage.
He's half spin, so that's very unfortunate. He's lost the whole front wing nearly of the front. But as he's now, Tonios is right behind Tunturi, so let's see what Tonios can do. He's dominated the race so far, Tiger, but let's see what he's doing. He's using as much ERS as possible, as Infamella has unfortunately disconnected, so we'll get an invite and join back.
He should be able to join himself back. I did send him an invite, but yeah, Tonios right up behind Tunturi, and let's see if he's able to make the move as RC8 eventually does go past Robert Cogfather, and does indeed get the move done. Oh, it's the Kebab's run a little bit wide there. There's a little bit of a tussle at the back here between the two Mercs and the Williams, as Infamous has managed to join himself back as someone's decided to go wheel to wheel. Gin and Juice and Thiago Santos going wheel to wheel through the fast right-hander, and in the end Gin and Juice backs off as RC8 getting past the AI car of Infamella. Infamella, I think, has joined back, so he should be able to get back in nicely.
There's a big contact with Thiago Santos and Cabarros. So why so going to the fast right-hander is Thiago Santos getting really there's two people gone wide as his DRS is enabled, because after 3 laps of the safety car, as there's lots of banging. It's like dodging in Formula 1, Tiger. In this race, but everyone's now having some contact, as unfortunately Sabo is
how unfortunate for Sabo, because he was running such a good race again, and just unfortunately foiled by the car ahead who had wing damage, and yeah, he's having to put a fresh new wing on. Robert Cogfather, interestingly, pitting now, which is really weird. I don't know why he's done that.
He's using his ERS. He's probably going to try and get close, but now he's getting really, really close. But you had a bit of a look for a move, a very big dive. But as Tunturi goes really deep, he's going to try and go for a cutback, but he gets a very perfect exit. He's going to use his ERS. He's going to try and take the lead. What a great exit from him. Now he's going to go round the out, down the inside.
Oh, and there's a big crash again between, I believe that was Gin and Juice and Triple O and Deadly Jason. I think there was a bit of an incident there into the chicane there.
Yeah, so really hairy at the back. As I think Tiger.
Kebab managing to get past his teammate Unique J. Unfortunately, Gin and Juice again has damage.
Yeah, as Tonios goes really deep, so now just going to see an opportunity for Tunturi. He's got DRS, he's got plenty of ERS. He might be looking for a move. As Tonios drained all his ERS, he's going to look down to move into turn 1. As Tonios spoke really, really late, as Unique J goes into the pits and gets 5 seconds. As Tunturi got some oversteer at the back, so maybe his tyres are starting to go off. As now, Unique J, Thiago Santos, Gin and Juice, Leocat have pitted. So now they're going to probably try and go to the softs and somehow make it to the end. As Valador Harris goes really, really wide. And now let's see, I'm going to see this battle between Tunturi Parania and Tonios. Now he's going to, Tunturi's going to have DRS activated. He's probably going to have a look at Triple O's get a 3 second. Now he's going to go look down the inside of this really tricky corner, turn 8. As he gets contact.
Yeah, he squeezed a little bit to the inside there, and a few people at the back having to come back into the pits for a wing change after that collision. But here comes Tunturi, and Tunturi does get the move done. And both drivers up front with no ERS. Keep an eye on that man, Gregster, in the Renault, who is getting involved as well. RC8 up to 4th place. And this could be a brilliant result for the Renault team again over the Ferraris.
Yeah, so very, very here at the back, as there were loads of contact and spins. So maybe something the Gavra stewards will have a look at, definitely. But now we're going to have a look as Tonios is getting close, and he's going to go wheel to wheel. He's going to try and go down round the outside into turn 1 and turns 1 and 2 as he gets past them, makes the move stick. Really good move from him as they now battle through the sectors. As now Tonios has no ERS as Tunturi gets a really nice exit. Now he's going to try and prepare a very good exit as he gets on the track limit.
I'm surprised he didn't get a penalty for that, but this is a great battle that we've got up front here between these two as Tekka's trying to get involved behind Infamella, who has not managed to join the session back. As he's left the he's just lagged back out of the session again. Oh, it's the AI. I don't know what the AI is doing there. It's the AI deciding to just come back down the inside, and we've got someone's retired at the back. Gin and Juice, he's retired in the pit lanes, so no issues there. As
Unique J
hit the back of Thiago Santos there, just looking for a gap that just wasn't there. As Tunturi and Tonio still battling up front. Did Tekka's get any wing damage off of that? No wing damage for Tekka's. As a couple of these drivers behind are going to get involved as well in this AI car. Hopefully it isn't too much of an issue.
Yeah, so as is yellow flags in sector 1, so someone must have had enough.
No, it's look on the map. It's Gin and Juice's Renault. Who is
so as Tonios has actually broke out a bit of the DRS as he's using as much DRS to try and break out the second gap.
I think the reason I was just going to say, I think the reason why Tonios is pulled out of gap is because he's on 7-lap-old hards, Tunturi on 11-lap-old mediums, and that's probably why the gap has opened up to a second as everybody just trying to get past Infamella's AI car here that's in the track, but as Kebab and Deadly Jason get involved in a battle as well.
Yeah, so now everyone's getting spaced out. Sorry to interrupt you again, but everyone's spaced out a bit, so we're gonna maybe see some races as Deadly Jason and Kebab are racing, so let's see what they're gonna do. So as Deadly Jason's not got much ERS, so he's been depleting loads of ERS. It's very hard to harvest some ERS in this track, but there are only about 2 braking points. As he's getting close, he's gonna try. He had a look down the inside, but it was too far. But now he gets a pretty decent exit, but he couldn't match the exit of Kebab Arrows. But as now everyone is trying to get close to someone else. Tunturi, I think, is getting closer. So Thomas maybe has made a mistake. So I think there's a move there. I think you were going to say, Tiger?
It might happen, but Tunturi, the problem is he's struggling on these mediums. Tonio's been able to get away on those hard tyres. I believe RCA is gaining on Gregster on those hard tyres as Deadly Jason getting involved into Kebab barrages. This is going to be right up behind Kebab. As he's going to look for a move to the outside. As he's Deadly Jason going to nice and easy get the move done up into 7th position. And, yep, he gets the move done. And up into 7th for the Haas driver. As, carry on.
Really interesting. But now as Tunturi's got the DRS, but he's got 12-lap-old medium tyres. So he might be in close to puncture territory here, Tiger. As now Tunturi might have to make a stop, so this could be a 1-2 possibly for Renault. So this is going to be a great result for Renault, as you said a couple of minutes ago. But there's yellow flags in sector 1 and sector 2 as it's Infamella. So as he's doing some donuts. I think he's doing some donuts, or he's just got loads of oversteer. As it's yellow flags in sector 2. So maybe it's probably Infamella, but Thiago Santos gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. But I'll update the top 5 with the tyres. So as Tonios has got 8 laps on his hards, Tunturi's got 12 laps, Gregster has 11 laps, RC8 has 7 laps on his hards, whereas now he's really close to Gregster. So he's been really gaining on the back of the Renault. So bit not good for the constructors' points, but as RC8 puts in the fastest lap in the hard with a 1:33.6 good lap. So RC8 is going to probably stop pushing and maybe try and even get to second, as Tunturi is getting closer to Tonios, as now they're going to try and scrap again like last time, Tigers, as you say, as now everyone nearly has a penalty as well. Although Harris gets a 3-second time penalty, but Osvaldo Harris has 12 laps on his hards. AB Tech has 9 laps, and then Daly Jason's got 9 laps on his hard tyres.
Yes, as Gregster and RCA possibly looking for the move here, and yeah, not going to be able to get the move done there at the moment for RCA, but just looking at actually Gregster. No, sorry, RCA's got a brilliant exit. He's going to try and go round the outside here of Gregster, and I said keep an eye on RCA because he was actually gaining a gap on Gregster. He's going to go wheel to wheel, and that is what happens when you try and go wheel to wheel through that corner. It's not going to end well.
He's going to go down the inside of the left curb.
Oh, he was looking for it, and he couldn't get it done. But Volodor Harris has actually moved himself up into 4th position because of that. And
so there's going to be a big scrap here as Gregster is starting to come up to the party now. For the lead, maybe a Renault 1-2. But as Chunchuri is probably pushing to his limit on those medium tyres, as he's got 14 laps, he's got 5 laps remaining of this French Grand Prix. It's been pretty crazy as Tonios gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
That could be seriously good for Tunchuri. All Tunchuri needs to do now is stick within that 3-second gap, and he can just
gets a 3 seconds.
Yeah, unless he does get a 3 second, but he just needs to stick within that 3-second gap as best he can. As a couple of people in the chat there, let's see what's being said. As
Tiger ready to say puncture.
Safety,
disqualified for receiving
he's too many penalties for Kebab, and he has actually been disqualified, which is interesting. But as we look. I'm gonna get ready to say punch. Yeah, but unfortunate for RCA. But that's what happens when you try and go wheel to wheel into that corner. It's not unless the two cars can hold their same line. It's just not going to end well. But Tunchuri is now right on the back of Tonios as come around to finish lap 22 now. Someone Daz is saying apparently the mediums can do 17 laps. So let's see if he's right. Well, let's see if Tunchuri is going to pick himself up a penalty, as some people trying a soft soft to hard, I think, soft to medium, a couple of people. Most of the other people going for what looks to be a soft to hard, so it's like the soft to hard is the preferred strategy around here, even though the game gives it as a medium to hard. But
yes.
Roby Kebab did get 20-something seconds. He did actually. Oh, it's RC8 down the inside of Volodor Harris, and actually does get the move done. So RC8 gets his position back from Volodor Harris, but unfortunately he's too far behind. Oh no, he actually isn't, because Greg's has 15 seconds of penalty. So RC8 actually might get on the podium here, even though he's 11.6 seconds behind. As we look here, as Gregster trying to get involved with Tunchuri, and Tunchuri wants to make sure he doesn't lose too much time here, because if he loses any time, then it's going to be an issue.
Gaining on Tunchuri, but he's got completely 0% VRS as AB Tech.
AB Tech has left the session. Bear with me.
Is getting really close. I think Tonios is pushing, trying to get that 3-second gap. But now Tunchuri is now probably going to get overtaken. So this is not really good for Tunchuri as he's losing time. But now he's got the DRS, Greg, and he has no ERS to play with. And now he gets the fastest lap for 1:33.5. He's going to go comfortably round the outside, approaching into turn 1. So pretty easy move there for RC8 is back into P4, so pretty unfortunate for him. He's got a couple on the podium, but now he still is guaranteed a podium after Gregster's 15-second penalty as Deadly Jason gets past AB Techers are, because AB Techers went into the pit, so a bit of a weird AI move, but the AI is sometimes really weird.
The AI the AI are quite the weird ones in here. That's unfortunate for Techers, because he was on for some. I mean, you think he is still going to be on for some points, but he was on for some good points. But
as Infamela is now going to go down the inside, into turn one of Thiago Santos as he goes really late on the brakes, as he now goes to the outside. I think he gains a bit of advantage there, so I think he can, and he gave him a bit of an advantage. So that was not pretty nice there. But I'm now moving on. Tuncuri is losing a lot of time, Tiger. So this is not looking good.
Well,
so now Tuncuri's got to keep in the 3-second gap, but he's now 2.5.
That is the problem with what Tuncuri's done here. Is Tonios is on 12-lap-old hards, Tuncuri on 6-lap-old mediums. Not great. Yeah, Tonios on 12-lap-old hards, Greg's on 15-lap-old hards, and then Tuncuri on 16-lap-old mediums. So he's on the most worn tyre, but on the tyre that shouldn't go as far as the other two. But that's the problem he has at the moment, because the timer is around that 3-second mark. So he needs Tonios to pick up something else here in this race, another penalty of some sort.
Grexter is getting close to the AI of your cat.
Well, yeah, Grexter should just be able to go past. I don't know why the AI just slamming on the brakes there. Honestly, Codemasters, you really are. They're just awful, man, honestly.
I'm getting really annoyed. But now, as everyone's spaced out now, so let's see. Can C8 possibly on the podium?
I mean,
definitely get on the podium.
I think he will get on the podium because of Gregster, but I definitely don't think he'll be able to win this race, unfortunately for him, as he probably would have wanted to, but just being a little bit out of luck today.
Just a quick note that Sabo actually having really big wind damage. He didn't take the points, so pretty bad. He could have got like a top 5 finish by using 8 P8, so that's at least some good points. So really unfortunate there for Sabo.
Yeah, it is unfortunate for Sabo, because once again he's been really unlucky. He showed great pace in China, and he showed great pace here, and it's unfortunate. It's just really unfortunate from Sabo, but
and Thiago Santos is getting close to AB Texas.
I think Texas has actually managed to join back, so should be back involved now in this. So yeah, the lobby is a little bit weird. It's just the interval times, Pierre. It happens all the time, pal. Don't you worry. Penalties though, if we look at it. Gregson has 15 seconds of penalties. Tonius with 3, Volataris with 3, Deadly Jason with 3, Triple O with 12, Sabo with 8, Robert Cogfather with 9 penalties, Tekkas with 11 seconds, Thiago Santos with 12 seconds, Unit J 18 seconds at the back, Thiago Santos with 18 seconds, sorry. But penultimate lap of this race, Tuncuri is unfortunately out of the win here, but will still grab a podium unless anything drastic happens. The two Renaults, performance from them. Unfortunately, Gregson not going to be able to situate himself on the podium. But Tekkas is... he's got himself back past Thiago Santos there, interestingly. So them two having a little bit of a battle towards the back.
I think Ossiet might not get onto the podium because he's 50 seconds behind Tuncuri. So that means... 4 seconds behind. Oh no, I'm on the wrong.
No, he's 15 seconds behind the leader, so he's 8 seconds behind Tuncuri. Add that on to.
He will be on the podium 100%.
Yeah, it looks like. Well, unless he loses some drastic time, I think he is gaining time on Tuncuri. Tuncuri's lost a lot of time now. So if we go into the final lap of this race, it is Tonio leading this one. Followed by Gregster in second. Yeah, Gregster picked up another 3 seconds, so that's confirmed it really at that point. As Tonios has pick and choose when he got it, took the advantage of the safety car when he could, and managed to get himself up into first position. A redemption drive for him after he had that race ban from that he picked up in China, had to serve it in Zandvoort, but brilliant drive from him today. Gregster, good drive from him as well. But
Thiago Santos has a
puncture. Unfortunately, it's not for
puncture.
Unfortunately, Piero, it's not for the leader. So
wait, he has 9 9 laps on his soft tyres and he's got a puncture.
10 laps on this. Well, yeah, 9
So
laps. Ended lap 9, he got a
is
puncture on the
coming
softs.
around to the final corner.
Hey, Robert Cogfather's gone 11 laps, so Thiago Santos must have just shredded the hell out of those tyres. Because he's running with a puncture. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Robert Cogfather is in the points, Piero. You cannot be saying that. Robert Cogfather is in a points position, Piero. Do not be saying that, okay? He could have a double points finish. Yeah, Antonio's wins. Yeah.
The French Grand Prix, first ever win for Gavra, as Pierre said in the chat. And then Pierre said Robert punctured too, so let's see.
Greg's going to take second, but Tunturi in the end will take second. What a drive from Tunturi Piranha. Brilliant drive from him. RCA sneaks his way onto the podium after that. A very, very unlucky man today.
As I'm looking now on Robert as a yellow flag in sector 3, so I'm looking at Grub Cup.
Valador Harris has finished in 5th. He is X5. Deadly Jason in 6th. As here comes Triple O in 7th. Sabo in 8th. No, Triple O in 8th. And Infameli getting past Robert Cogfather, as you said. How unfortunate for Robert, though. I think he will still pick up points. As I think he is, yes. Robert Cogfather is going to get a double points finish here in the Freshman League. And he's going to come across the line and take 9th place because of the penalties. Robert Cogfather in 9th place, but that might be, Infamela might have some hidden penalties there because I don't think he picked up any penalties. It could have been just because of the lobby. But all in all, Robert Cogfather is going to get a double points finish. Thiago Santos in 11th. AB Tekers is Span, but he's out the points anyway, so he's going to come across the line in... Oh no, Tekers has a puncture, that's why. Tekers has a rear left puncture. That's why he is all the way down in 11th place. Thiago Santos did finish with a puncture. Tekers has got a rear left puncture. Is that a rear right puncture as well? They're both rear punctures actually for him, as he's going to come across the line and finish it off here in the freshman.
So let's see where everybody finished in the race. So yeah, obviously a great race. Robert Cogfather in the game gets driver of the day. Obviously a great drive from him and Savo as well, from actually getting that wing damage from, I think, the AI or someone having some wing damage. But as now the top 3 on to the podium, so let's see so Tonios gets P1 after a great start and dominating this race, as Tunturi gets P2, RC8 P3, could have got P2 maybe if he didn't have that spinner with Gregster, as Gregster's P4, and behind him is Valador Harris. Pretty good race from him from 10th on the grid. Deadly Jason is 6th, and then Sabo from 3rd on the grid to 7th. Pretty unfortunate race for him, but still points finish for the AlphaTauri man and the Italian man. And then Triple O 8th place, Robert Cogfather 9th, Infamela 10th, and the guys with the no points is Thiago Santos, Unique J, AB Tekers, Leo Cat after his disconnection, and then we've got the DNFs and disqualification. We've got Gin and Juice 97, Daza, Kebab, and then we got V Robbie.
Yeah, there it is. But yeah, that's going to do it for the Freshman League this week. Been a very interesting one, I'll tell you that. Yeah, thank you, X5, for joining me on this one. And,
no problem.
Yeah, and we will see. Remember, it is break week next week for all the leagues apart from Super League. So Academy, Freshman Premier will all be on a break apart from the Super League. Well done to Tonios, Tunturi and RC8 for the podium. And yeah, we will see you all. If we're on the Freshman League, it'll be a week's break, and then we'll be back the week after for another race, which will be around Canada. So yeah, so let's see you all next time, guys. See you later, mate. Remember, break week next week.